This life on the road is more than just a dream come true. It's freedom, adventure, and a constant reminder of how precious time really is. For so long we've imagined what it would feel like to pack up, hit the road, and chase the horizon. And now we are living it. Every sunrise brings something new, a different view, a new road to follow, and the excitement of not knowing what's ahead. Some days we find ourselves camped by a quiet river, listening to the water trickle over the rocks as birds call in the distance. Other days we're exploring small country towns, meeting people with stories to tell, or sitting back in the stillness of the outback, realizing just how lucky we are to be here. But the greatest part of this journey isn't the places we've seen, it's the time we've had together. Out here, away from the rush of everyday life, we've found something truly special. There's no schedule to follow, no distractions pulling us in different directions. Just us making memories in the simplest and most meaningful ways. Laughing around a campfire, taking spontaneous detours just to see where the road leads, or standing in silence as we soak in the beauty of this beautiful country we call home. Of course, not every moment is easy. The hardest part has been leaving our eldest son Jai behind. We always thought we'd be doing this together, but he's on his own path now, working hard to build the future he wants. And as much as we miss him, we know he's making choices that will shape his own adventure. Still, every time we see something incredible, we wish he was here with us to see it. This journey has changed us in ways we never expected. It's made us appreciate the little things, like the sound of the wind through the trees, the crackle of a fire at night, and the way the stars seem to shine brighter when you're miles away from anywhere. It's taught us that life isn't meant to be lived in one place, waiting for the right time. If there's one thing we've learned, it's this. If you have a dream, don't wait. Don't keep putting it off for one day or when the timing is better. The truth is, there will never be a perfect time. Life moves fast, and before you know it, the chance could be gone. Take the leap, chase the life you've always wanted, and create the memories that truly matter. For us, this isn't just travel. This is our life, and no matter where the road takes us, as long as we're together, we are home. A massive shout out to the following businesses that have jumped on board with us to support our travels, plus give you guys out there some amazing discounts.
We were just cruising down the highway and we've come across the Larrimah Hotel. It's the Pink Panther Hotel in Northern Territory, so it's the highest bar in Northern Territory, and cold beer as well.
Pretty cool how you find these sort of spots and you don't even know they're here.
The old Pink Panther, middle of nowhere. There's a little caravan park here. Oh, there's the Pink Panther up on the old gyrocopter. There's the caravan park, power and water. Have a bit of a beer garden there as well. Kitchen. Best thing, Sharon, icy cold beer.
Not that time of day yet, Cam.
Close enough. There's a bit of wildlife and bird park as well, eh? What have we got here? Old Pinky. We've got the run on 4X cans. How cool is that? There he is. Having a coldie.
Happy days. Deep in the Northern Territory, where the Stuart Highway stretches endlessly through the outback, sits a pub as famous for its characters as it is for its pies. Welcome to the Larrimah Pub, quirky, iconic, and home to one of Australia's greatest outback mysteries. This tiny town, with a population barely a handful, is a must-stop for travellers chasing a cold beer, a legendary meat pie, and a good yarn. But beyond the friendly banter and signature homemade pies, there's a question that lingers in the red dirt. What happened to Paddy Moriarty? Paddy wasn't just a local, he was the heart of Larrimah. A cheeky Irishman with a sharp tongue, a big personality, and a laugh that could fill the whole pub. He loved a good joke, never missed his afternoon beer, and always had his beloved dog Kelly by his side. If you stopped in for one of their famous homemade pies, plain beef, beef and mushroom, pepper beef, or beef, cheese and bacon, you'd probably have Paddy at the bar, giving you a bit of a stick and spinning you a yarn before you'd even taken your first bite. But on December the 16th of 2017, Paddy and Kelly left the pub and vanished. No footprints, no remains, just unanswered questions. In a town this small where everyone knows everyone, his disappearance sent shockwaves through the community. Paddy was loved by some, not so much by others. Feuds in the town ran deep and whispers of foul play soon took hold. Did an old rivalry turn deadly, or did Paddy simply wander off into the unforgiving outback? Police scoured the land, but no clues were found. In 2022, inquest ruled that Paddy was likely killed, but with no evidence and no charges, the truth remains as elusive as ever. But despite the whispers, the Larrimah Pub lives on, serving cold beers, famous pies, and tales as wild as the outback itself. If you ever find yourself cruising the Stuart Highway, stop in, because here, every traveller leaves with a story. It's so different.
Pretty cool at night,
just to
isn't it?
come and do all the different spots along the way.
Crocodile.
No,
What?
it's still this page, I think, isn't it? No.
This is aggro.
Oh, aggro, is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was snappy.
Isn't it aggro, Cruise? Yeah, aggro.
Right, morning guys. We're a little stopover here in Gorrie Airfield. So Gorrie Airfield is probably about 100 k's past Daly Waters, and we're heading to Little Romper, which is in Mataranka. So Little Romper, they reckon it gets very busy very early, so we decided to stop at this little stop here last night and then get in there first thing this morning to line up at 10 o'clock to try and get into Little Romper. Yeah, apparently it's only very limited sites there, and there's a little bit of a distance to come from Daly Waters, so I thought a little stop over here. And I'll tell you what an awesome little spot. So this one here is an old World War II airfield, Gorrie Airfield obviously, and check this out. This airfield goes all the way up there and all the way down there. So it's a really long airfield. So you can camp anywhere along here. We did find this little spot yesterday as you drove about, so I don't know, 3/4 of the way up. You sort of pulled into here, must have been where they used to base themselves in here. A few tracks going off left, right and centre. So we sort of tucked ourselves in here, got a bit of shade. Last night, good night with some friends. We had a little fire happening. Had a few fireworks left over from Northern Territory days, so we set them off. Kids were making those s'mores, the marshmallows with little biscuits on top. Yeah, had a little ball. So it's just good to actually enjoy this nighttime weather now. With the temperature last night was 21 degrees. It's just coming from Alice Springs at 6 degrees, and yeah, it's just so good to actually sit outside now and enjoy this sort of thing. So yeah, no, it was good fun. So we did that last night, and so this is the bays here as you come in. You can keep going up there obviously. We just pulled ourselves in here. There's all shade coming off those trees yesterday. The Dreisbergs are just over there, and had a bit of a fire here last night. So plenty of spaces. There's like all over there, so Yeah, so you're looking for a little stopover somewhere, guys, along the Stuart Highway, the Gorrie Airfield.
How's this, Cam?
This is what we've been dreaming of, Shazza.
23 degrees and it's literally
7:30, 8 o'clock.
Well, no, it's 7:17, but it doesn't get better than a free camp, fire going, great friends through there. This is the good stuff right here.
In the NT, baby. Hey guys, so we're far up north now. We're in Mataranka in the NT, and tell you what, temperature here is absolutely awesome. It's about 33 degrees, 20 at night, and just that real balmy humidity type weather. So loving it from what we had in South Australia. It's yeah, getting a bit cold down there. So coming up this way has definitely been the right move. We're thoroughly enjoying it up here so far. So we've pulled into a place called Larrimah Campground. So it's just before the Mataranka homestead. It's $40 a night for powered and $30 for unpowered. So this is a great little place to take for your family. There's just so much activities to do for the kids. There's heaps of animals here. In the morning they do these little things called Johnny cakes. They're $2 each, and I'll tell you what, they're sort of in between a donut and a muffin. They are absolutely awesome. So must check out. And most nights they do a cook up as well. They do pizzas from Tuesday to Thursday, and then on the weekends they do a curry night, so beef or something like that, so which is pretty good also. So yeah, so I'll quickly show you around. There's so many animals here to interact with the kids. There's sort of cows, buffaloes, Bahamas, what else we got down here, chooks, pigs. It's just endless. There's squirrel gliders at night time you can check out in the cage. Great little playground here for the kids. So just put some hay bales here and a few slides. So down here is the communal kitchen. So This is where most people have the Johnny cakes in the morning, or the stew and the pizzas. There's a communal fire over there too at night time, and a little whiteboard over there where they have little fires, little movies while you're sitting around the fire. So there's a little projector going onto that screen. So it's a great little spot. Probably about, I don't know, 30 to 40 sites here. So all this side here is all unpowered, and all over this side is power and water. So these are the toilet blocks and showers over there, so I'll take you over there in a minute, but great little setup. Just that real outdoor type feeling that you get in the NT, so it's quite well done, I reckon. So the owners here are really nice too, very helpful. Des, the owner, will point you in the right direction if you want to do some fishing around here. Obviously the little Roper Creek follows around the back of the homestead here too, so you can go down there and fishing, but also you have to be very wary. There is crocodiles around, so but he'll sort of point you in the right direction where to go fishing for barra or your brim and stuff like that. So great little spot. So I'll show you around the snake area where all the cages are. They do handling here between 9 and 10 most mornings, so you get to feel all the snakes, lizards, turtles and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, so if you've got a family or whatever, you want to head to Mataranka, definitely check out Little Roper Homestead. Oh, and by the way, that's Desi's car there. He had a bit of an accident and he decided to cut the roof off. About 2 days ago we seen him driving around with the roof cut off, so in the main street.
Take him over in the sun and get a photo.
So Mataranka, they do markets every Sunday from 9 to 12. So they had a bit of fresh produce down here and some arts and crafts. So we thought we'd come down and check it out while we're around here. So we'll take you around.
They're $10 each. We're doing instead of $3.20. Yeah.
Now the water on the other side like a dummy. Keeping
They all just take the money.
Hello.
Oh, they all just take the money, don't they?
That Thomas Mayo, well known as Thomas Mayo.
Yeah, isn't that cool? See that? Put a bread flag.
So when we arrived here at Mataranka, would you believe it, there was a crocodile spotted in the Bitter Springs. So they have closed the national park to Bitter Springs. You cannot swim in the springs, unfortunately. So yeah, it's a bit of a damper. We're really looking forward to going to that one, but it is what it is. So luckily the thermal pool is still open. So the thermal pool is located at the Mataranka Homestead Caravan Park. It's at the very back of it. So the Little Roper stock campground here is only 800 metres from Mataranka, so Homestead. So obviously at the Mataranka Homestead also, they do the whipping show. So Nathan Whippy Griggs, he is the whipping man, so he does a show there every night at 8:45. So we've been there a couple of times now. It's a really good show, really good for the kids and that sort of thing as well. So like I say, it's only 800 metres up the road from Little Roper Campground. And yeah, I'll show you this little river down here. So the river is actually just here. I'll take you up there now and I'll show you the croc cage I've got at the moment down there to try and find this crocodile that's jumped into Bitter Springs. So obviously the Little Roper joins onto Bitter Springs. So they've sort of got traps all the way along trying to catch this crocodile. So I'll take you down there and quickly show you. So this is the little Roper Creek alongside the campground. I'll be just quickly here because there is crocodiles around, they reckon, so I'll just be quick to show you. So this is sort of the nice clean water flowing through here. There is fish in there, I did have noticed. Haven't seen any barramundi as of yet, but also some bream in there, some little zebrafish, things like that. Look at that, it's beautiful. So I'll quickly just go to the other side of the bridge here and show you the crocodile cage. So it is a little bit of a main road here, so hopefully there's no traffic coming through. Here's someone coming, that's right, I'll quickly go across. So there it is, there's the cage. So obviously this is all flowing this way here, as you can see with the currents. Zebrafish there trying to flow into the current. But yeah, also the croc comes down this way, it'll go straight into the cage. I think there was some chicken there hanging up yesterday. There's something in there, a bit more red meat today. Ranger must be coming past and restocking the bait every now and then. So yeah, they reckon the crocodile's 2.5 metres in length, but that cage there only sort of looks about 2.5 metres, so she might be a tight squeeze in there. But this river goes all the way down up past the Mataranka Homestead. Big whip.
It's a mishmash of my most favourite tricks piled into one great routine. Sit back, enjoy.
Right guys, so we're in the LC National Park and today we're going to do the 12 mile yards, so it's the walk to the Mataranka Falls, isn't it?
To the head of the Mataranka Falls, just out of the campground here.
That's it, so the campground's just to the left of us and there's a walk you can do. It goes all the way up alongside the river. Obviously you have to be very careful of crocodiles because they're inhabited around here, aren't they? It's their home.
They are, yeah. Obviously there's one trying to get caught at the moment, so we can't get into Bitter Springs, which is a bit unfortunate.
That's it. So it's the Romper River that follows along the side here to the Mataranka Falls. So we're going to go along there and check it all out and see what it's all about. So here's a few signs here about it. So it's a 4.1 one way and they reckon between 1.5 to 2.5 hours. So it's pretty easy. Kids will be fine with it. You can go fishing along there as well. As you see, crocodile. So we're here. So we're going to cruise along here and then head up to the falls. So everywhere you go in the NT, you see these signs. So that sort of makes you a little bit wary, doesn't it?
It does indeed. Swim only where they sort of say to go swimming. As much as it looks beautiful, it's just not worth the risk, I don't think.
No.
Well, I'm not ready to risk my life.
No, 100%. So it's good temp today. It's about 26 at the moment. It's about 9:30, 10 in the morning. So
It's beautiful weather.
So
So,
we'll get
magical.
So it shouldn't be too warm doing the walk. So pretty shade all the way through, obviously, with all these trees around. So it shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah.
So
Good fun. We've got the another family along with us today.
So we've got the Drysberg with us. Drysberg drive in the distance. So we're going to go with them and check it all out.
So we've come across a sign to tell us a little bit more about the Mataranka Falls. Looks like there's a fair bit to do here.
There is, yeah. Bit to see on the way through. So they sort of show you, you're a bit off the, not right on the river's edge, but you're pretty much off there a bit, just to keep away from Mr. Bitey, Snappy.
Yeah, there's heaps of stuff. Aboriginal Army Camp, 4 mile, Sheep Dip, Mullaruck and Larrimah Campground, 12 mile yards.
It's good to
Stevie's
see.
Hole. We've been to the Rainbow Spring and the Thermo Pool, Mataranka Homestead. We went there last night, didn't we?
That's it. So obviously it is a national park, so NT permit is required, and you can fly drones here, but you just need a drone permit as well. So
Yeah, so you just apply online for that. Pretty much turnaround was, what, 3-4 days for us?
yep, and it's free to apply as well. There's no fee attached. Just put your drone details in, and that's it. Simple as that.
Yeah, and I think they need your car registration, if I remember rightly. When I applied, we applied probably about a month before we left.
Yep.
So yeah, just saves having to apply for all these things whilst you're on the road. The less you can do, the better, or the more I should say you can do before you leave, the better off you are.
That's it. As we know in the NT at the moment, everything's permit, isn't it?
Yeah, so you're flat out and
spare time filling permits out.
Yeah, you are, but it's definitely so worth it, isn't it?
Wow, it's 100% worth it.
Oh, some of these termite mounds.
Yeah.
You come up to the NT and they are absolutely everywhere.
They are, eh?
It's just brilliant the way that they make these mounds.
Must take years to get to that size, I reckon.
Yeah, but they're not massive. They're just like little mounds everywhere.
One growing there. Look at this.
Oh wow.
A river crossing.
They've reached water already by the looks of it. Should have brought your bathers can.
Yeah.
Your boreats would have gone well in there.
Little lime green speedos, sort of going for a treat. Oh.
Oh, how nice is that? Let's just come over to the hill and look at this. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, I'd love to just dip in there, but I don't know what's lurking around in that water. But it's just so beautiful.
It's really cool, hey? Are we in? No, walking. Oh, we haven't fished since WWII.
Went fishing in Coober Pedy, remember?
Get the boat in, Cam, or what?
We put a fish in the
Makes you feel a bit excited when you see that.
If you guys ran your rod,
Yeah, if you see a crocodile and you'll think twice.
If you park up there, you're right next to the boat, won't you?
Yeah.
Look,
Look, I found you kids a skipping rope.
oh, bet.
Fine.
Look, ready, line up. How awesome is that?
Can you sit on it? You can.
Or maybe
You've already
that,
fallen over once, don't there you go, come on.
that could be like a homemade whip.
If I cut that side, cut that
I
side.
suppose you're going to break it for sure.
here you go, straight in the gun. Come on. Right, so I suppose we're about halfway through the Mataranka Falls walk, and tell you what, she's a pretty wicked walk, isn't it? Such scenery to see, like, and the river's just there. We've got like palm trees everywhere. Other side you can hear like forest sort of birds chirping away, and
Little cascading waterfalls along the way.
yeah, we've crossed a few waterfalls that had like little man-made bridges to go over, and temperature has come up a little bit now. It's probably about 28 degrees, a little bit more humid, but most of the walk is sort of shaded, so it's not too bad. And highly recommend.
But it's dusty.
It is, yeah. The ground has got a bit of bull dust. At some areas, it's not hard. It's sort of like walking on boggy sand.
Riverbed, yeah.
Riverbed.
Because obviously during the wet season, these all rise into the high ground, and
Yeah.
it just turns it all into riverbed area.
Yeah. So we're not too far now to the falls. Saw a few people before coming back. They reckon it's really good to check out. So looking forward to that. We'll get the drone up, get some footage, and yeah, show you around.
Have a couple of snacks and just take in the serenity of it. Hey.
Oh, look at that, it's through there. It's this beautiful river. You might be able to see through the gaps there. Big huge water lilies on the side.
How's the colour of that water. Like,
I know.
you know, back home it's murky and yucky, and yeah, that's just
It's
beautiful.
sort of, you can actually see fish in there. Haven't seen any barramundi yet, but see some like more small like little zebrafish and catfish and stuff like that, but no barras yet.
We've got plenty of time for that.
We ain't just gone to the NT, so up north where the barramundi are, I suppose. So
yeah, so we've got something pretty exciting to sort of announce to you guys that has come together. We planned for it to hopefully work out, and everything has come together as fate is always meant to do that.
yep,
We're big believers that if it's meant to be, it's meant to be.
that's it.
But yeah, we'll announce it sort of a little bit further down the track as we sort of get closer to where we're at or where we're going.
So let's just say we're going to a remote area where the fishing is on tap, I should say.
Yeah, and it's not many people go.
That's right, it's very remote, I should say.
Yeah.
Won't go any more than that, but
no, we won't give you too
we'll
many
leave it
more
at that.
clues. So yeah, just keep following along, and we'll be sure to share our exciting news very soon.
that's it. All right, let's head on to the falls.